previous videos, we have selected a package detail and access rules. In this one, we will select some resources and define metering rules for each of them. APIwiz allows you to package different API resources in a single package, whether they belong to different APIs or fronted by any gateway. In this case, if I scroll down, I get a list of all the APIs available in the system. So let's say I'm creating a banking API package. I want a resource which is around account details. Next, I can also fetch a list of customer eligibility criteria. So that is also related to my use case. And since the whole package is for the loan purpose, I can select a bunch of APIs from here. So I'm selecting loan status, apply for loan, and credit score. My intent is to get the details of the customer, validate the identity of the customer and their loan application based on their credit score. And this functionality is supposed to be integrated by a partner who is a fintech probably, and I'm a bank, and those fintech partners will integrate this package in their app for giving out loans based on credit score. This gives me an opportunity to monetize my API resources. In this case, let's say the partner is querying credit score for various customers. Now I want to define few rules which will charge the partner in a different manner based on how much they query the credit score. So let's create a rule for it. I'm creating a rule called as less query, which basically has a summary of discounting or charging the partner less when they are querying less amount of data in terms of credit score. So let's create that. Now here you get an option to either import from a template. If you click here, you will get a bunch of templates like validate mobile number, validate status, and bunch of other details. You can also create few criterias which are based on the structure of this credit score resource, which will let you fetch any part of the API and put conditions on it. Fundamentally, metering rules are the conditions that get checked, and based on that, various rate plans are applied for each of this metering rule. So let's create a simple metering rule which will check if the partner has queried only once or twice the credit score. So let's create from scratch. In this case, you get a structure like this where you can select a key. A key can be header, request body, various aspects of a resource. In this case, I can select a header. Now in the header also, I can go for a specific header, for example, request ID. But in this case, I just want to make sure that the header is present. So in this case, I can click on is present argument. Now, this is my first. Next, I want to define a condition which checks the query parameter. And if it is querying less than 1 or 2, I have to charge a different rate plan. So in order to add a new condition, visually you can go here or select on this side. Now I can select and change this to AND. This way, I visually also see that this rule is checking for headers being present and some condition. So in the second condition, I want the query parameters. If it is less than 2, and since it's a query parameter, I will be sending through UI, I will send it as an integer, and the condition that the system will check is that if the query parameter is less than or equal to 2, I want to charge them differently. Now let's save this rule first. Now that this rule is saved, I can click here and clone the rule, and I will rename it to more query. Here I have duplicated the rule and added a new name and a descriptive summary, and click on save. So my second rule is a copy of first rule. The only criteria I am changing here is making it 3 and greater than or equal to 3. So in this case, what I have done is created two criteria. If the partner is asking for less than 2 credit score queries, I can charge them differently. And if they're asking greater than or equal to 3, in that case, I have to charge them at a different rate card. So let's save this. Now, since I have done this like this, I can go to each API from this list. Like for example, after checking the credit score, I can also go for customer eligibility. Now I can define rules for this specific API. And once I have done for all of them, I can go to the next plan and select rate cards. Now that we have understood how metering rules work, next we are going for selecting a rate plan for each rule and towards publishing this package.